One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. Leaves it with the running back. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got it! And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Handoff from the gun. Hard running there. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st down just outside the red zone. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, NC State.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week. And you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Split backs here. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Might be changing the route. Back to pass on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got the back in the middle. At the 45 on his way. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And they will score! Touchdown, Pittsburgh! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Out of the gun, the inside kid. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Looking to throw, it's quick. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense. Great in the tackle for a loss on first down.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's quick. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina State! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play together and got in the end zone.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll leave it with him. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Pitt pushing the pace.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pitt as he throws. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. Bringing it back. The tag. Touchdown, Wolfpack. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Brings it down on the right side. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off play action. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. On the move, he fires. Got his man. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Rushes on him. At midfield, he's got room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
But you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Hauls it in.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
The offense changing the play. Shotgun snap on third down. He'll pull it down and couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on fourth down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs. They go to the ground. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. There he goes. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking to throw, it's quick. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. That defensive lineman just smelled pass on that play, and he got in the backfield and sacked the quarterback.
And that's why they get paid the big bucks. Defensive linemen, they got to play the run, be physical. But, man, when you can get a beat and understand it's going to be a pass and jump off the snap like this, make a big play, and now you put them behind the sticks, and the advantage goes big time to the defense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking downfield very late in the half. It's complete on the right side. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. One more snap coming before halftime. Give to the back. Breaks into the open. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
He's looking to pass. There's a heat. Makes the catch. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Buys a little time with his feet. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He wants to change this route. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. Makes a connection. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Got room on the return. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a first and goal after the pick. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, NC State. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Houston is ahead right now, but that's not quite Andre Ware or even David Klingler under center today. This one is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Nebraska. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Devin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Throwing right. It's complete. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
He lofted high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on second down. On the run, still looking. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
And the Panthers racing to the line in a hurry-up. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on second and 10. Looking to throw again. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25. Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. They'll keep it on the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football, and you're now seeing this offense.
Turning it on. Got the first down and more. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They're going to ride this running back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He stopped him at the 31, but...